Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to Jargon Free Help. Now this week I want to talk to you about multitasking. It's come about because my wife, that's Mrs. Schwartz to you, asked me about it when she heard on the news about the iPhone and how they're going to introduce multitasking onto the phone. And she wanted to know what that was. Aside from the fact that she gets me running around doing loads of chores all at the same time on a computer, multitasking is when you've got more than one program running at the same time. So you could have Word open and your email could be picking up those emails whilst you're still typing a letter. Another way this can work is if you've got Skype, which is used for talking over the internet, and you could have that open, waiting to receive calls whilst you're actually using other programs. So you can actually have loads of programs open at the same time. I use that when I'm doing my video, I create it, and I then need to render files which are then used on the web. Whilst it's doing the rendering, which can take some time, I can actually get on with other things. So that is multitasking. And with mobiles, of which the iPhone has been the center of all this talk about multitasking because it can't do it. But they're making changes to that so that it can. And some phones actually boast about the fact that they can multitask and the iPhone can't, obviously trying to get some of their target audience. However, that's all going to change, which means you'll be able to do more things at one time. For example, you'll be able to get an email, tap on a link to a website, but it will keep the email open in the background so you can quickly switch back to it. You will also then be able to run other apps and just be able to switch back to them and take off from where you left off. At the moment, the difference is with multitasking is if you didn't have it, you'd have to close down each program, reopen it, and you'd have to go back to where you were before, which might not be that easy. But with multitasking, everything stays open at the same time, and therefore you can actually just switch backwards and forwards and go back exactly to the place that you left off. So that's multitasking. The one thing you do need to know about multitasking is you do need a computer with significant amount of memory to be able to do it. If you notice that when you open more than one program or several programs and it's running slow, you might need more memory. And you'll be able to tell because if the computer's running slow or you hear the hard drive running a lot, you know you need a bit of memory. And if you need more memory, then what you need to do is just watch one of our podcasts, which is presented by Ian, shows you how to put memory in. If not, drop us a line and either Ian or myself can actually help you out there. Speaking of Ian, he's going to do this week's App of the Week.
This week's App of the Week for the iPhone is the AccuWeather app, which is a free app for weather forecasting. Thankfully, when Gary said that he would send me out into the sunny fields, I brought my jacket because the current weather here tells me that it's slightly overcast and 7 degrees. The AccuWeather app uses the device location to give you what the local weather is, but you can also set which city it's in. And it gives you the option of showing you the current weather with wind speed, humidity, temperature and prevailing conditions. It will show you the hourly forecast for the next 24 hours. You can also get the next 15-day forecast, which will give you day and night highs and low temperatures. This is a free app, very useful if you're planning doing some outdoor activities or a barbecue this summer.
Well, that was Ian's App of the Week. Very useful app. AccuWeather, always very handy when checking out whether I should be doing a barbecue or not. So this week I've added some new tutorials. There are plenty more on Excel and Word, and I've introduced some more on the Mac as well. I've also added in some for power management, so you can actually save a bit of electricity both on the Mac and the PC. And next week, we're going to be taking a look at video. We're going to be looking at video formats, what they are, and also the pitfalls of buying a video camera overseas. So thanks for watching and happy computing.